I was absolutely set up to be the fall guy.
The self-proclaimed fall guy now speaking out in his own words. Almost 25 years since that infamous nightclub shooting during a night out with Sean Diddy Combs and his then-girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez. 3 people were injured that night.
There's a narrative that still exists that you knowingly took the fall for Sean Combs.
Taking the fall means not snitching, not getting your friends in trouble. Even today, I wouldn't want to do anything to get anyone in trouble.
Sure. So did anyone come to you and say, hey man, we need you to take this hit for Diddy?
No, I did that out of honor and integrity.
Sean Combs' representatives telling ABC News this evening in part, Mr. Combs categorically denies Mr. Barrow's allegations, including any suggestion that he orchestrated Mr. Barrow to take the fall or sacrificed him. Adding that Mr. Combs was acquitted of all charges. Moses Shyne Barrow, known to hip-hop fans worldwide simply as Shyne, a rising star in the late 90s rap game.
Number 8 on Jams right now.
His spotlight ultimately dimmed after being sent to prison for the 1999 shooting that almost brought down now-disgraced Bad Boy Records founder and Shyne mentor, Diddy.
I do not own a gun, nor did I possess a gun that night.
But after almost a decade in prison and years of reinvention, the Grammy Award winner says he's shining brighter than ever before.
I'm 46 years old, so I've been humbled by life. There was a time where people wanted to tell the victim story. People wanted to tell the, I hate Diddy's story, or I hate this person's story, or everyone's to blame for where I'm at in life story. And I didn't want to tell that story.
I was only what you made me, then I saved me.
A new documentary, The Honorable Shyne,
Signing to Bad Boy, I became a millionaire.
dropping on Hulu on November 18th, chronicling his life, beginning with his early days in his native Belize.
I came from Belize when I was 8 years old, came to Brooklyn. I had, gotten into some trouble as a youth and almost got killed, and promise to my mom was I'd stay out of trouble and I'd just be legit. And so my mom was a single mom. I had to help her pay the bills, I had to take care of myself.
Leading him to discover his own talent for music.
Hip-hop was the preeminent, dominant culture. And so, I was heavily influenced by Nas, by Wu-Tang Clan, Jay-Z, B.I.G., Snoop, Tupac, all the greats. I started maybe in the bathrooms, just having the ciphers, but I was more of a tough guy than a rapper. I guess that came from frustration, single-parent home. But long story short, delivering messages, I would ride over the Brooklyn Bridge and lyrics just kept coming to me. And I would just have that confidence.
And a swagger to match. He was at the center of a bidding war between labels, Shyne ultimately signing with Sean Combs' Bad Boy Records in 1998.
Was Diddy a good coach?
He was an extraordinary coach. He was able to bring the best out of me.
Very soon, he was riding high off his hit first single, Bad Boy. But a night out celebrating his success would end terribly wrong.
Rap star Sean Puffy Combs is free on bail after he and his girlfriend, entertainer Jennifer Lopez, were arrested after a nightclub shooting in New York City.
On December 27, 1999, a shooting rang out at the then popular Club New York. Shyne was with Diddy, known then as Puffy, his girlfriend at the time, Jennifer Lopez, and bodyguard Anthony Wolf Jones. Former NYPD detective Derek Parker responded to the scene that night. I spoke with him in May.
There was a dispute between an individual inside the establishment. Shots were fired. Shyne ran out with the gun in his waist. The cops caught him. Diddy, J-Lo, and Wolf ran. They got to the corner of 8th Avenue, jumped in a car, and went about 2 blocks before they were apprehended.
You were on track to be a star in the business.
Yeah.
And yet you were at a nightclub and you felt the need to carry a gun.
I had a weapon to defend myself. As a 19-year-old kid, 18-year-old kid from the streets, you only know to handle things and defend yourself on your own because there's a mistrust of law enforcement.
Do you regret that night?
I am always remorseful that anyone got hurt, even if it wasn't from my gun, because according to the victims, it was Diddy that shot them. but I don't regret defending myself because I wouldn't be here.
On Sunday evening, I went to Club New York, and under no circumstances whatsoever did I have anything to do with a shooting.
Combs was charged with gun possession and for bribing his driver to take ownership of his weapon. He was later acquitted. J-Lo was never charged. Meanwhile, Shyne was found guilty, convicted on multiple assault charges, reckless endangerment, and criminal possession of a weapon. He served nearly 9 years in prison.
What did prison teach you?
Great lessons of humility, great lessons of perspective, great lessons of durability. Being incarcerated allowed me to understand time.
Prison gave you the time to kind of slow down, reflect, think, not just act.
The wisdom that I always got was, prison is a state of living, not the state of me. So I continued. I did a multi-million-dollar record deal while I was there, put out a #1 album. So I didn't necessarily slow down, but I took the time.
He also says he drew closer to God, studying the Torah, changing his name from Jamal to Moses, and converting to Judaism, which he credits with getting him through that difficult period. In 2009, after serving his sentence, Shyne was deported to his native Belize, and there again, he reinvented himself.
So I am happy that the government is listening to the opposition.
This time, finding purpose in politics, rising through the ranks from a member of Belize's House of Representatives to the leader of the opposition party.
Belize first, the Belizean people first.
What's next for you?
Becoming the next Prime Minister of Belize.
And you're confident that's going to happen?
When it comes to politics, you can't be overconfident. I'm confident that I'd be a great Prime Minister for Belize.
I'm in my bag right now, crazy. I got my brother here.
In recent years, Shyne seemingly on the road to reconciliation with Diddy. The two even performing together at the 2022 BET Awards.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Shine in the text, listen. Belize in women who glisten.
But after Diddy's ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura came forward with allegations of rape and abuse, and a disturbing surveillance video was released, Shyne says he severed ties with Diddy for good. Combs is currently facing a criminal case in New York, as well as dozens of additional allegations, including the sexual assault of a child. Combs is awaiting trial in a Brooklyn jail, and he's denied all allegations made against him.
Did you see any behavior then that indicated some of the allegations we hear about now?
I never saw anything that's being alleged. I was incarcerated, so I don't know what this gentleman was doing. I don't know his lifestyle, but I could say someone that was prepared to sacrifice his friend, his brother, his protege, someone that was prepared to have me sit in jail, to totally destroy my career, destroy my life, rob me of my freedom, to be a participant in that. Of course, it doesn't surprise me that he would be accused of the atrocious things that he is, because what he did to me and my family, was to me demonic. That's how we felt about it.
Combs' representatives telling ABC News, Mr. Combs appreciates the path Mr. Barrow has pursued and wishes him continued success. But despite all he's been through, Shyne says his story is one of overcoming that he hopes can inspire others.
I would never wish incarceration or death or whatever's happening to Diddy. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I already healed. I already moved on. I have a great life. My revenge is success. That's my revenge.
Our thanks to Byron. The Honorable Shyne begins streaming Monday on Hulu.